Hi guys, it's Darren here from Voodoo. I'm going to show you how to quickly make some walkways, planks, wooden bridges, and it's going to be a nice wood effect. You can see there we've got some wear and tear, some nice grain going on, and you can do these any size. What I like to do is 7 by 3 these are, so it's 7 inches by 3 inches. Now I've measured out, you can do this ½ an inch if you want to make it easier. I've measured out 1.5 centimeters because I've got this ruler here with these squares on, as you can see. So I've just done it that way. ½ an inch is also good. Now a little tip, let's just have a look. I used to use a pencil for the wood graining, but you're forever sharpening it, and once the lead snaps, it'll keep snapping and snapping, and you'll soon get rid of a pencil doing it like this. I've since adapted a little piece of softwood, a little wooden dowel, and I've just sharpened the end into a point, and I find this a lot better. Now I'm just going to go across, pressing relatively hard into this all the way across, and yeah, I'll see you in a sec. So as you can see now, we've got some nice grooves for the planks, and all I do now is just widen a few. So just press this in here, just randomly, just get some sort of different, just a variation really. And then what I do, I just lay this tool on its side, mark a few sort of areas, really rough it up actually, because you don't want it too smooth. I mean, you can imagine these planks, these walkways have been walked on for, you know, maybe 100 years or so, trying to do it one-handed, but you get the idea. And then and what I like to do as well is just go across, sort of making some little scratches as well here and there, different angles, because the next step is going to hide a lot of that. You can see that looks pretty beat up at the moment, and then the next step I'm going to go over with my homemade teeth lollipop stick. So basically I've got a lollipop stick, squared it off, and it just cut some teeth out of it at the end there. And for the edges, all I do is go down sort of halfway, make a groove halfway, cut these down the ends of the planks, and then get the lollipop on the go, and I'll see you shortly. So here you can see the actual effect you get after you've gone across with the homemade lollipop stick. I'll try and do this one-handed. So you have to press on reasonably hard, and it doesn't really matter if you have to keep going sort of backwards and forwards with it, going over again and again. It's very hard to do one-handed. So I'm going to sign off now and show you when it's all finished. So that's all done. As you can see, the scratches and dents a little bit hidden, but they're still there, and that's going to show up when we paint them. And now I've got a modified toothpick. It's just, I've cut probably a couple of mil off the end of it, so it's not so sharp. And then we're just going to go along making some nail holes. You don't have to be too accurate with this, but just on the ends here, just make some nail holes, and repeat the other side as well. If I can hold this while I'm doing it. So like I say, you don't have to be accurate. In fact, the more random it is, the better. And there you have a nice textured walkway, ramp, bridge. You can pretty much imagine what it's like when it's all painted up. It's going to be rather nice, and you can even add some variety to it as well by cutting into some of these sections. Say take a little bit of an angle off the boards, go deeper, or even make a hole straight through the foam, rough the edges up a little bit. So there's a lot more you can do to them. But that's basically how I do my wood effect. You can see I've got a few on the go there. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Hope you find it useful. Bye for now.